Hi and welcome, my dear students of class 9. This is part 3 of Unit 3 Digital Documentations. In this video, we are going to study these topics: formatting text, paragraph style, creating and managing tables, printing a document, print preview, mail merge containing, creating data source using mail merger. Let's take these topics one by one. Formatting text. Formatting refers to the formatting of paragraphs, character, or anything which is inserted inside your Word document. What are the methods of formatting text? You can use menu option. You can use the buttons available on the formatting toolbar. You can use the context menu, which comes after right-clicking on any selected text, or you can use the keyboard shortcuts. Removing manual formatting. Why we use it? After applying so many formatting onto the text, we sometimes want to remove all the formatting and want to do the fresh formattings. Then go on to the Format tab. There you will find Clear Direct Formatting. Also, there is one option or the shortcut to remove the formatting, which is Ctrl+M. Common text formatting. Changing font size, style, color. What are the basic shortcuts? To apply bold formatting, Ctrl+P. To apply italics, Ctrl+I. To apply underline, Ctrl+U. Moving on to the next. Changing text case. There are 6 number of change text case options in LibreOffice Writer. To apply superscript and subscript. Superscript is the character which is written slightly upward. Subscript slightly downward. How we can achieve it? In the Format tab, there is a text option in which you will find superscript and subscript option available. Moving on to the next now. Paragraph style. First is indenting paragraph. Do you know what is indenting? Whenever we are giving some space before starting the paragraph, that is indenting. Place the text cursor, then select and click on increase indent from the top. Then the text will move or shift towards your right somewhat. Now, aligning paragraph. There are many shortcuts and even there are the tools which are available to align the paragraph. If you want to align left, then the shortcut key which you will use is Ctrl+L. Center here horizontally. Then you will use Ctrl+E. Aligning right, then you will use Ctrl+R. And justify, you will use Ctrl+J. I think all of you are actually aware of these terms, but then also I am explaining what is justified. When you want to make your paragraph look like a rectangle, or this is the formatting which actually the official documents have, that is justify. Now, font color, highlighting and background color. To change the font color, select the small arrow pointing down from the font color tool. Then change the color or select the color of your own choice. Highlight color. Select the small down pointing arrow on the right edge of highlighting tool. Then select the color and change the highlighting color. Using the bullets and numbering, there are the tools available. On the Home tab, to change or put the bullets or the numbering into your document. Assigning color, border and background. To assign background color to the paragraph, first select the paragraph. Before starting or applying any of the formatting, I have told you in the online class also, you need to select the particular text. Select format, paragraph, area, and then select the color. To assign border to your paragraph, similarly, format, paragraph, borders, then select line, style, width and color and etc. And then click on OK. Now moving on to the next topic, page formatting. Setting up basic page layout using the styles. To change the various parameters of the page, just click on the icon style on the toolbar or click on the format page. Then you will get a pop-up menu in front of you, and then from that pop-up menu you need to select the options according to your own need. Next is inserting a page break. How and when you can insert a page break. For inserting a page break, you need to go on to the Insert tab, then you have to select Page Break. There is one more shortcut, which is CTRL plus return key from your keyboard. Sometimes laptops do not have return key. Page break can also be narrowed down to the line or to the column by using Insert Manual Break. Then you can adjust the page breaks. Creating header, footer and page number. These are the things which are available on the Insert tab. Go on to the Insert tab, click on the header footer, you will get all the options. To enter page number in the footer section, place the cursor in the footer section and select Insert Page Number. Defining borders and background. Adding border. It is possible to apply border to either individually onto the character, onto the selected text, or onto the page, onto the paragraph, everything. Right? Adding background color, you can apply the background color to any area, any selected area. Inserting images, shapes, special characters in a document. You will find these options onto the Insert tab. Under the Insert tab, there is option to insert image. There is an option to insert special characters, and even there is an option to insert shapes. Dividing the document page into column. To divide the page into column, select Format and then go onto the column. Enter the number of columns for your own page. Formatting the shape or the image. First, select the shape or image by clicking on it. Then, make the use of toolbar and perform the required changes. Let's move on to the next topic, creating and managing tables. The representation of data in a tabular format is the table which contains rows and columns. It is possible to have a table with one row and even with one column. Creating a document. This option will be available in the Insert tab. There is a way to insert the number of columns and rows, and then you will get the table. Otherwise, there is one more very beautiful option, which is Draw Table. By using that Draw Table, you can define or make the table of your own choice. Inserting rows and columns. Place the cursor in the row or column. Right click on it. Then you will get rows above or below, or column above or below. Even under the Insert tab, you will get these options. Click on OK and close the dialog box. Deleting rows and columns, click on the rows and columns icon on the table toolbar and right click and choose delete rows or columns. There is one more option, the shortcut key, which is Alt plus Delete onto the keyboard. Moving on to the next and managing tables continuation. Splitting and merging tables. To split the table, choose Table, Split Table from the menu bar. A split table dialog box will appear. Then you can write the number of options or choose the number of options from there, and then you have to click on OK. To merge two tables, there is an option Merge Table in the menu bar. Delete a table, there is an option Delete Table in the menu bar. Copying a table, select the table, then use the keyboard shortcut Ctrl C and again use the keyboard shortcut Ctrl V to paste. Moving a table, there is a keyboard shortcut Ctrl X. After selecting the table, use that, and then there is again the same shortcut which is Ctrl V to paste it somewhere. Let's move on to the new topic, printing a document. There is a print icon available in the file menu, and then after clicking on it, the entire document will be sent to the default printer. Print preview. It is useful to check the document before printing. Go onto the file, click on print, or use the keyboard shortcut Ctrl+P. A print dialog box will appear. If you want to print all pages or a single page or multiple pages, you can use the options. Moving on to the next, mail merge. Mail merge is used to create a series of same documents with multiple addresses. Mail merge is the process of merging the main document with the mailing address of various persons. It is used to send invitations, letters, or the print certificate for several people. In the mail merge, two documents are created. One is the main document, another is the document which is holding the address list, which is known as data source. Creating data source. It is a set of mailing addresses in the form of rows and columns, also known as database. Using mail merge, create a new document and type the letter to be sent to the multiple recipients. To create letters using mail merge wizard, select Tool, Mail merge wizard. Step 1. Select starting document. Use the current document. Click on Next. Select the document type. It can be letter or anything. Click on Next. Click on the button Select Address List. Before clicking on it, there shall be a recipient list made prior to this, and the extension shall be .csv. Then step 4. Click on Create button. You can use the other options on the mail merge toolbar, such as to exclude some recipient, to save the merged document, to print the merged document, to send the letters by email. Thank you for your attention, my dear children. I'll see you soon in the online class. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.